Hello. This is Iyaworaje. I was formerly known as Yaya Nganga Nasasi Venseguerra. Excuse me, I'm sick. Um, and so this is my 8th month of Iyaworaje. I have 3 more months to go, but who's counting, right? The reason I can't show myself is because a part of the Iyaworaje is not to show yourself. No pictures, no videos, no selfies. And so I'm trying to hold true to that. Today's video is about Ancestor Veneration and the Ancestor Altar. And so, as you see here, I have my altar. I'm really blessed that I have this much space. What you see here is the ancestor altar. Let me get a little bit closer. Okay. All right. So I'm trying to get the visual. All right. So what you'll see here, let me do this right. What you'll see here is the ancestor altar. I have the 7 glasses. I have the Santissimo. That's the gold statue there. And that was told that I needed to get that in a misa, so I have it there. And I didn't even know what it was until it came out of my misa. So then my godmother started talking to me about what it is, and that's the symbol of the most high, the highest of the high, God, right? So I have that there. One side I have my ancestors, my mom, my dad, not my mom. My mom's alive. Sorry, mom. My dad, my grandparents. And things attributed to them. There is my grandmother's perfume that she liked. The whole Catholic thing, because my mom's Catholic. I'm not Catholic, but this is part of the practice, so I have it there. There's a fan connected to my grandma, Puerto Rico, the Puerto Rican flag, because que viva Puerto Rico, we are Puerto Rican. I've got water from the ocean from Puerto Rico, sand and shells from Puerto Rico, Chicago Cubs from my dad, my brother-in-law, friends. I have my notes because, I don't know if you see that, I have my notes because Spirit Speaks. I have my prayer books, and these are by Alan Kardec. And so what we're practicing is the Kardashians, Alan Kardec protocol for spiritual work, Spiritism. On this side, if you can see, I have my spiritual court. And wait, let me get those. Those are the spiritual court. Those are the ones that walk with me. We all have the Gitanos, we have the Congos. I happen to have Asian, Native American. I have a nun, she's there. And there's a lot of other ones that I don't have statues for, but I still venerate. I still talk to them and honor them. I have fake flowers. We're not necessarily supposed to have fake flowers, but I have fake flowers because one of my ancestors calls for it and really likes it. I have my palo de muerto, and that's another thing that I have to call on the dead. That's also consecrated, and that comes out a lot of times. Like, I'm a santera, so in my readings, it comes out that I need these things, and so my babala will consecrate them, and then I can use them in my work. I also have a bell because I call on them using a bell. The articles and artifacts, some of them I've gotten from second hands. A lot of the things have been handmade, so before I put them on my altar, I've made sure to wash them, spray them with agua florida, use sage, pray over them, right? Because you don't want anybody's negative energy or anybody's energy that doesn't belong here on your altar, because this is a portal. So you want to make sure that you call on spirits of the light, and only spirits of the light that belong to you. Okay, so when you're praying, make sure that your work is very intentional. Your words are intentional. Words are incantations. We have the power to manifest through words. So we want to make sure that at this portal, we are only inviting our ancestors, those that belong to us, those that walk with us, and those of our spiritual court, and only those of our spiritual court. We have the candle because we offer them light. Okay. So I'm going to move over back to where I was. So that's basically what a spiritual altar looks like. I think it's a beautiful thing to do. I'm blessed that I have this much space. If you don't have this much space, what you can do is put it in your room. I'm not a fan of having altars in your room, but if you have to have one, Make sure that maybe you cover it with a blanket or a sheet when it's not in use. And it's a very symbolic way of closing the door, closing that portal. When you're going to use it, take the sheet out. Your room is a very private place. It's a very intimate place. If you are going to have relations or anything, make sure you cover that. You don't want grandma watching you doing anything. You also, for me, I think that sex is a very spiritual act. It's not something to be taken lightly. So, you are opening portals when you are engaging in sex. So definitely make sure that you put a sheet over this and cover it up. Don't leave the candles on. It's not sexy. You don't want to give some light to some spirits that are coming in while you are traveling to other dimensions in your during your time with your partner. So make sure that that's covered always. Out of respect and just out of safety. Spiritually, make sure you don't leave the candle on. Your spirits know it's about intention, and so they know when you're bringing them light. That act of turning on the candle is actual bringing of light to spirit. Something else that you can do if you don't have space, use a closet. Just be careful with the candle. What I do is I also give them food. They are usually fed first. I have to remember to do that. Sometimes I'm hungry, I forget. But whatever I'm cooking, I give it to them. I give them their coffee on Monday. I give them a little bit of rum. I blow rum and I blow cigar smoke. Maybe you're not able to do that because of the place where you live. Excuse me. For me, it's a must. And so I open up wherever I've lived, even though it's like no smoking. Like this place is no smoking, and I still do it because I have to do that. That's part of the practice. And so I do it to call on them. So you navigate that however you need to navigate. But I know that for me in my practice, I got to blow the cigar and I have to blow the rum. So I blow the rum basically at the air, but I'm, blowing it at them. I'm blowing it into the portal. I'm blowing it into that space. And then I call on them. Sometimes I use the Allen Kardec book. So this is it in English and this is it in Spanish. Okay. You can see it backwards just because of the video, but these are them. And so I lost my English one, so I was like, I'm just gonna read Spanish because you know what, I'm bilingual and it's better this way. The English translation really sucks, but I have some books that I'm gonna show you. Sancista Brujo Luis is amazing, and he wrote a book breaking down Espiritismo, and there's another one that I have with the prayers. So, and I think he has one with prayers too. So I can put links down below so you can access those, and they're on Amazon. So I use this. Sometimes, the best prayer is a prayer of the heart. And so come real, man. Come at 100. It's about cultivating a relationship with your ancestors. You can't just come to the altar and say, man, I need this job. I need this job. Yes, you need that job, but you're not just going to go to your mom and say, Mom, I want $100, right? You come in, you have your cafecito, you have your coffee with mom, you talk to her, and maybe you're not going to hit her up for that $100 today because you need it and borrow. So maybe you're going to come back tomorrow. And I'm not trying to say to be calculating or anything, but really it's about cultivating a relationship. And the more that you work with them, the more that they will work with you, because really they need you. If they're still walking around on this plane, it's because they haven't elevated. And so we are here in this work to elevate them. Okay, we're not here to call on them when we need them. They're not just here to do our bidding. It's a give and take. It's a symbiotic relationship. There's reciprocity here. You give them light, you give them food, you give them honor, you call on their name. So a lot of times, some of our ancestors are in darkness when they died in trauma, when they died alone, when they died in illness. They're still grounded, and so we bring light, luz, paz y progreso, light, peace, and progress for us as well as for them. If you have any questions, please write them out down below, and I'll make sure to get back to them. Thanks so much for spending some time with me. A lot of things are in the works for me, so stay tuned. Bye.